All right, we have one more day until the June 9th primary, and many candidates are making their final push right now.
Last night, Democrat U.S. Senate candidate Graham Platner held his final town hall. It was in Portland. It came after a pretty rough week of allegations about his past, but as Phil Hirschkorn reports, Platner staying on his message in his aim to take on Republican incumbent Susan Collins next fall.
We need universal health care in this country, Medicare for all.
Platner's 83rd and final town hall of the primary campaign packed in Elks Lodge near the Portland Jetport. Platner said that before he launched his U.S. Senate bid last August, he thought serving on his local planning board and as harbor master would be the extent of his political career.
I am very much just some random guy from Sullivan, Maine. If we can show that a regular person from the regular world who simply comes out with a message saying that we all have to work together to push back against all of the structures of power that have been exploiting and oppressing us for generations, if we show that that works, we get to show this country the way forward.
Platner didn't directly address the stories in the Wall Street Journal and New York Times about his having sexted other women while married or mistreating former girlfriends.
They think this is a race about me, but it isn't. This is a race about us.
No one in tonight's audience of more than 400 people asked Platner about any personal issues or the latest embarrassing stories that became public in the past week. Two women presented Platner with a homemade card signed by dozens. It said, "We've got your back." Lori Hudson is a Platner volunteer.
They're trying to just label him as somebody that's just such an awful person. I mean, it's really not what politics should ever be about. And it's yellow journalism too.
Lisa Turgo helped gather signatures to get Platner on the primary ballot.
It's a very personal issue between him and his wife, and I really don't think that impacts anything that he's able to do. He's obviously an extremely intelligent young man with a lot of energy to start turning things around for the state, and I support him fully for that.
Constantine Dixon is sticking with Platner, too.
People care about what committees he's going to be on, not the stories that are being written by know-nothing journalists at the New York Times who have nothing better to do than go digging in his past instead of talking about the future, the present and the future that he is talked about at this event.
When asked this week if the new negative story should cost Platner votes, Senator Susan Collins said, "That's really up to the people of Maine." In Portland, Phil Hirschkorn for News Center, Maine.